Hey YouTube, and welcome back to Mike's Mini Motors. So on this episode, we are back to working on the Monstrosity Moto, and in the last video, I ended it by saying that tomorrow I was going to finish this, and that was originally my plan, but I got busy with the holidays and whatnot, so it's been a couple of weeks now. But anyways, it's going to get done. So not a whole lot we got left to do to this thing. Pretty much we got to hook up the throttle, which would be really easy, get some fuel in it and some oil, and then I am going to also cut this header down a bit. Because if you look, this actually sticks out past the end of the frame. So if somebody were to do a wheelie, it would smash into that before it hits the frame. So I'm going to bring it in because you can also see the seat's going to be to there. So it's sticking out quite a bit past it. So we'll do that. And then, yeah, we should be able to rip this thing. Well, there's snow out there now, so we'll be able to slide this thing. Okay, so first we're going to get the throttle set up on this Predator engine. And so you can see here's the throttle linkage as it is stock. And it's actually tight because normally like on a pressure washer or whatever you got this thing on, you know, you're just going to set it to a throttle and leave it. But for our needs, we need it to vary because you don't want it to stick at full throttle. You just need to take this nylock nut right here and then just loosen it up. It's just a 10 millimeter. More. I should spring back better than that, but you guys get the gist of it. I'll go ahead and leave that as for now. And then if you see here, let's see if I can pull it enough so you guys can see it. Here's my throttle cable. Yeah, I'll move the camera a little bit. Come on, there we go. Okay, so it has a little bit of an angle thing on it. So I'm just going to have that come in, kind of follow the same line as you can see here, and then actually go under a bracket. Let's see if we can get the focus again. This bracket right here will just hold this in place. This part of the cable actually comes through and attaches here. And that's what pulls this arm. So let me go ahead and I will switch this to the hyperlapse real quick and you guys can see how I get this put in there. Alright, so we got the throttle all hooked up. It was pretty basic, pretty simple thing to hook up here, just a couple screws. What we've got next is one thing I like to do on the pull starter here is from the factory they come out this direction towards the front, well, the front of this bike, but it's kind of awkward to pull it if you're sitting on the bike. So I take it and I pull it or clock it one set of screw holes over, and that has it then come up so I can be sitting on the bike and just rip the pull cord up just to start it. Gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut down and shortened and stuff so it's not sticking out past here. And then I think we're onto the seat. So let's get to it. Alright, so we got this cut down, and actually I was a bit aggressive with it. Cut down almost 4 inches off of it, so now it's tucked under there quite a bit better. I think it looks better too. This header will get header wrap on it. I'm just going to do that off camera because you guys have seen that already. But at this point, I'm going to move this here. Let's show you guys real quick. Let me just, I'll get you a little closer camera angle, and then I'll show you how to clock this. It's really easy. Alright, so here's the pull start. It's real simple to change this. There's just 3 bolts that go around it. They're all 8 millimeters. So you can just take them off. rotate it like so. Put the bolts back in. So just like that, pretty simple. The sticker's not going to be off, but if you care about that, just peel it off. But now, as you can see, the pull start itself goes up instead of having to pull it forward. So just that little tweak just makes life easier when you're riding. So now I'm just going to get some fuel put in here and then get some oil put in. I think we should be good to rock. So this was going to actually be tomorrow now when I get to test drive it, because it's 8:30 at night. It's dark out, and I'm sure the neighbors wouldn't appreciate this ripping around at night. So we'll get this test drove tomorrow and go from there. All right, see you guys tomorrow. All right, so I got the oil put in here, got some fuel put in here. I did end up even cutting a hole in the fender and getting it to fit on here. So I do have a fender. It's pretty close to the silencer here, so we'll have to see if I need to clearance that a little bit more. But we're gonna go ahead and give it its first start and then let her warm up and take her for a rip. So hopefully it starts easy. Alright, so I feel kind of dumb after cranking on this thing for a little while and not getting it to start. There's the kill switch. I just forgot to turn it from kill to on. So let's go ahead and try this again. Alright, so as you can see, we got the engine all on here and running. Kind of driving. Didn't get much traction, but I didn't really expect it to out there because it's just that hard packed, almost ice snow. And these tires aren't going to do anything on it. But one other thing I got left to do on this guy is when I picked it up, it didn't have these gusset covers. So I finally found those from Go Power Sports. I'll pop those on. This thing's actually starting to come together pretty good. I'm actually liking the black on black. Like, everything's black right now, but it'll probably end up changing at some point. But one thing that I have upcoming to try to remedy the traction issue on this is, if you guys remembered last year, I made the ski front end for one of these mini bikes, which I still have hanging up on my wall. But I ended up picking up this. This guy right here, this track drive, off of a old, I think, Craftsman snowblower, some kind of snowblower. And there's actually two sets of tracks, so I'm going to try to make a little mini track setup for this here. And I want to make it, you know, bolt on so that I can switch it back to this for summer and that for winter. And that's the plan for now. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming up here hopefully shortly. So I don't run out of winter like I did last year. And yeah, and then also I just picked up some parts from FOP for the Ruckus. So look for that video coming up pretty shortly. I'll have some stuff on that. The wife's Metro that we picked up, we'll hopefully be doing some stuff for that soon. And yeah, and I'd like to get on that Power Wheels project, but I don't know. I'm dragging my feet on that one for some reason. And so anyways, keep an eye out for all that kind of stuff. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment if you want to give me some feedback. Like the video if you like what I'm doing. And subscribe if you haven't. And with that one, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.